Okay, gentlemen, we are looking at the Ernst Gaede. I don't speak German, so yeah, that's just what we're going to call it. It'll show up as Gaede when you look at it on the title screen. But it's Tier 6 German destroyer. It can mount 150 or 6-inch or 5-inch guns. There we go. American units. The 6-inch guns fire slower, and they're a bit lackluster using some of the skill sets that are available. I personally don't use those skill sets, but I do prefer faster firing guns because my aim is rather poor. At least in destroyers, it feels like. But, yeah. But it's a destroyer. It's not all about the guns. Even though these are nice, they have a nice flat trajectory. We'll look at the muzzle velocity in a second. But the torpedoes, 65 knots, 8-kilometer range, good solid torpedoes. Has a 10.9 reach out and touch your gun range. And I believe... its smoke discharger also goes for about 60 seconds. So you got to be able to move a bit faster than the American ones, but also recharges a bit faster too. So taking a look at these guns just a bit more closely. Nope, that's not where we put them. There we go. Shell velocity, 830 meters per second, which means you are likely going to hit the target that you're aiming at when you're on max zoom. Very important. But, now that we've taken a look at that, we can get into some gameplay, see how she handles. Okay, I've slowed this down. I can't re-record it. There were some problems, and then the thing updated. But here I am on fault line. I'm cresting the edge. I know there are ships out there. So let's give them some torpedoes to greet them. Now, if you watch carefully, I am not fully utilizing that aim indicator. I don't trust it because most people don't go all the way across when they're going here. What those ships are not going to do is go all the way to the left side to the island because they're going to have no cover that way. At least this way they can continue coming at us and duck down that side. Now what we want to do is we want to cut that off. So that's what we're doing with our torpedoes here right now. So let's see how well that works. And we're going to cut out to try to avoid getting detected by them. Let's see if we can get a zoom in real quick. Yeah, we got friends coming. Okay, so here we go. See? Frickin' Farragut coming up the right side.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
We caught a French cruiser,
Off to a great start.
And I think we're also going to clip, yeah, there it is, the Omaha. So we're going to pull back. We're going to let these bigger guns start whaling into it. Because we know those cruisers are going to look at us and be like, oh, nom, 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 nom. So there we go. We nailed one of them. I think that was the Frenchie. Tier 4, probably. So we're switching over to AP because those are soft skin-like cruisers. Just hanging back. Now that Kirov's pushing really hard. You can see him up on the left side. That Congo, you can see he just took a big hit from there. That is not what you do in a Russian destroyer when there are battleships about. What he's trying to do is get in torpedo range. Let's see if we can finish off that Omaha. And he's dead. Kirov got off his torpedoes. I think those run about 70 knots, but only got a 4-kilometer range. We're getting blocked on the left side from launching torpedoes. And there goes the Kirov. By a French destroyer, or excuse me, a French cruiser on our team. I don't know which side of that Congo is going to come off of, so I can't fire. If it were a lot of other players, he'd just eat the torps and they'd go pink and they'd be like, I still got the kill.
Engine boost deactivated.
But we'll be nice this round. I see him getting close. His torpedoes went off. Nailed him. Okay, let's scan for some more targets. We're coming around the bend here. We just want to poke out just a little bit just to see where they are. Keeping our eyes out on the mini-map. And yep, that looks like a... Just a second. It looks like a New Mexico, Koenig. I think there's a cruiser here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get up close to the island so that we can still use it for cover. Because they only got one destroyer left on their team. And I think that guy, he's over on the other side of the map. So we're not too worried about that. Now, yes, that French cruiser is firing AP at battleships. We know how effective that is. We're being spotted by that scout plane. We're going to back up, we're going to drop some smoke. That'll give the cruiser something to run in and hide to. Allow us to break contact. And maybe get some torpedoes off on these guys as they round that corner. Now we're going to be patient. Because patience pays off. And that's kind of the lesson in this video. Okay.
Torpedoes
Genius over
ahead.
here is going to shoot torpedoes in front of me. But we saw New Mexico disappear. And we know that Koenig's kind of coming flat out. So let's see if we can't, again, just dumbfire again to come out. Because there's that ability that lets people know when you're targeting them. So our torpedoes are out. Frenchie's torpedoes are out. He probably used the aiming reticle. I didn't. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go around this mountain here just to give myself some cover. But we can still track the torpedoes based off of the little blips. So there they go. Getting closer. Boom. And there's the kill.
We've destroyed an enemy
all of ours
battleship.
hit. None of his did. Sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes we get used to watching what players are doing. And once you get used to a torpedo speed, you can kind of get used to, you know, lobbing them without needing to use that indicator. Okay. Let's poke our little nose out over here and see what we can see. I know there's some battleships down there. There are a ton of New Mexicos in this game. Okay, slowly. Torpedoes are up again. Great 90-second torpedo reload speed. Okay, there we go. French cruiser burning rubber or ocean down the way. He can either eat the island or eat the torpedoes. What do you think he's gonna pick? Yep, torpedoes.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Now, if he's a good French cruiser, he'll have shot torpedoes at
Our
me.
team has taken the lead.
Out of, if anything,
Torpedoes direct
desperation.
front.
And here they are. So, if you look at the scoreboard right now, we're down 3, they're down 6. Now, I'm shooting AP at the New Mexico because I'm a German ship. German ships have great AP in general. But I switched back to HE because I know I'm going to want to torp this guy. Now, I'm getting a bit overconfident here and a bit annoyed because I could have gotten that kill and I'd be sitting on a Kraken right now, as well as a lot more damage done. accidentally flip that guy
Don't fire
with
at
those
your
flat
allies.
trajectory shells. So I'm going to make sure that I get this kill. This is where I mentioned patience. Gotta have it with these ships. So again, I'm going to shoot just a bit behind because the most common thing is to turn, which kills your speed, or to slow down, which also kills your speed. So you generally want to shoot just a bit behind. Very rarely will people speed up. Now, here's where I compound my arrow. Now, hit him out. He's in. If I drop smoke, it doesn't matter. He's close enough to detect me by proximity, even in the smoke screen.
Fire alarm!
So that's why he's still shooting at me. The Congo's drawing some fire.
Problem solved, sir.
My torpedoes are on reload. My smoke dispenser's almost done. This is not a good place to be.
Fire alarm! Critical engine damage!
And I'm just trying to get the kill because I know I'm going to be dead soon. You know what? Somebody snagged me. He was nice. He apologized. He was like, "Oh, you'll get the next one." And then I'm like, "No, I won't." But yeah, patience is the key, man.